Shooting is the most important skill in basketball. Simply put, coaches are always looking for players who can put the ball in the hoop. Unfortunately, many players undermine their shooting development by practicing bad habits and developing bad form. The good news is that bad habits can be reversed with intentional work. In this video, we show you 12 drills that correct some of the most common shooting flaws. Think of these drills as your vitamins. Choose the ones you need and practice them regularly. Each drill should be done for 15 to 20 reps. In time, you'll see new and better habits form, leading to more makes and more playing time. Before we get to the video, make sure to click the link in the description below to get access to a free printable PDF with 22 pages of shooting workouts for proper mechanics, complete with diagrams, descriptions, and a tracking sheet. Now let's get to the video. Guide hand issues are one of the most common shooting errors. These include things like thumbing the ball or wrapping the ball with your pinky finger. Guide hand issues often begin when players aren't strong enough to get the ball to the basket. Over time, this leads to both hands impacting the force and direction of the ball, resulting in an inconsistent shot. Use these drills to alleviate those issues.
So let's talk about how we can fix that, all right? One is this. One thing I would do is have an individual start in tuck position. They're gonna go up and they're gonna go up into where right in front of the shooting eye, and they're gonna be in position where they're gonna start the release. I'm gonna have them look at their balance hand, and they might be like this, so I'll have them adjust it where it needs to be. 4 fingers to the ceiling, form a T, and then I'll have them bring it back down and then go up into their shot. So I'm gonna rep that out to where, again, they're coming up and knowing the problems that they have and how to correct it, and now they're shooting it with the proper hand placement, okay, with the balance hand. Now, if an individual is wrapping their, say, pinky around, I might have them take their fingers, bring them maybe closer together, like bring them together so that pinky comes in, and so now the pinky's not wrapping right around the ball. So that's another thing that I'd work on doing. Now, if they're thumbing it, what you could do is, again, they could have their fingers, 4 fingers spread, but you might take the thumb and you bring it up against the index finger, and now it's up against it, so where it's not over by your shooting hand where it's causing you to thumb the ball. So I would work on that. That would be something that could help in that, in making sure you're not thumbing the basketball. The other thing I would do is individuals at times we talked about come up and they take their balance hand and they pull it off the ball. So what I want to do is I'm going to have them, maybe we're doing form shooting and we're doing feather shooting one hand. I might have them bring it up and then take their balance hand to the side, right to the ball, get it placed, and then take it off. And then go up and shoot it, right? Go up and one hand extend and finish. And I'd rep that out. So then eventually bringing it on the ball and then really be conscious of them, aware of it. Hey, push to the ball and freeze this. And don't pull off of it. So now you're isolating the thing that they're ineffective on, that's causing them to miss maybe right, left, and they're fixing it and they're repping it out. So now that they're not doing it anymore.
Some players grip the ball too tightly with the thumb of their shooting hand. This adds tension to the shot. It can also cause the shooting elbow to flare out, messing with the line of your shot.
So what I do in those situations a lot of times is really simple. It's like, it could be laying them down like on the floor. They're shooting it and I'd put in the ball, tell them, hey, rest it in your thumb. Don't grip it. And you're telling them that. You're not gripping, you rest on the thumb, and then they're shooting it. And then I might have them again. It's kind of like just, shooting it to themselves and work on it, wrapping it out, and making sure that they are getting conscious aware of not thumbing the basketball. And that's a simple deal. Like you could do it, watching TV at home, sitting in a chair, just getting rep after rep after rep. You do that, eventually you'll break that bad habit.
Many players struggle with their balance. While there are different viewpoints on balance, most would agree shooters should be straight up, straight down, or perhaps jump slightly forward. Movement away from the hoop or laterally simply makes shooting harder. Balance issues can be caused by footwork or set point. Identify the root cause of your struggle first, and then use these drills to build new habits.
The things I want to get into here is, I really believe it's really difficult for people to be sprinting and to pivot and to stop and get the same footwork and to be on balance and to go up and forward. So what I would do is I would have individuals like maybe they're making a certain cut. Maybe it's they're coming off the screen, they're gonna step in, or you're having them just like coming hard and they're gonna step in and they're gonna forward pivot. And whether you're a 1-2 stop or whether you're a hop person, I'm gonna have them, if they struggle and they're fading, I'm gonna have them do that and I'm gonna have them stop and I'm gonna have them gather themselves to make sure they got it right and then go up into the shot. And I'm gonna have them do that again. I'm gonna make sure it's like, we're off, let's get our balance. Okay, it's back, shot. And I'm gonna do that over and over again until they can get it and they can get their footwork consistent and they can get their balance under control and they can rise up into their shot. I think that's a key thing you have to do. You might have to slow it down a little bit, have them pause to get on balance, to show them what the balance you want so you can rep that up. And then you can speed it up as you go and you can do the different footwork that they might be struggling with.
Many of the drills in this video come from the Breakthrough Shooting and Scoring System with Jim Huber. And if you're struggling to translate your practice shots into game time success, this is the solution for you. This comprehensive program offers 5+ hours of video training covering every aspect of shooting mechanics, from footwork to release point. 14 progressive shooting workouts lasting from 3 to 12 weeks tailored to your skill level. Over 100 drills designed for individual players and teams, ensuring consistent improvement. Advanced scoring moves off the dribble, and access to a web-based workout app to track your progress and customize your training. Learn more at the link in the description below.
The one thing I see too, a lot of times with individuals, I don't know how many kids I see, I swear, when they go up and they shoot it, they like follow the ball, follow the ball, they go up and they have their head like rocking back. Like they'll shoot it and they'll go like this. They have so much chin and head movement when they're shooting the basketball. So one thing I might do for them is I might just be going, hey, listen, we're shooting it. Like you're gonna look, chin's gonna be slightly up. You're gonna look at your target with your eyes, okay, with your eyes, not with your head. Okay, now, and I might take a finger in front of them and say, I want you to follow my finger. And don't move your head when you do it. So like this, like that. Right? And just getting them used to understanding you can follow the flight, you can follow with your eyes. So they're not doing this, okay? Then what I'll do is, a lot of times, is I'll have them get ready to shoot it and I will be back behind them. So what I will do is as they come up and they're doing this, I will take my hand and get it placed to where I want it to be, where I want them to be, and I'll have them shoot it. The other thing I'll do is some individuals will actually, will go back. Like they'll be placed right where you want them, but then they'll start to go back. So again, I'm holding that, I might push them a little bit forward, push them forward. So they're getting away from this momentum going away. You could also have them up against like a wall, like standing up against a brick wall, have them here, so they're shooting it, so they got that wall where they can't go back. So again, we're trying to get them to where they're getting their momentum going up and forward to the rim and not going backwards, because again, that can cause a problem, an issue, what you do. And I think that's something you definitely want to work on. If you do those things, I think that can correct to get you more in balance to make you a more effective shooter.
The geometry doesn't lie. A line drive shot has little chance to go in, and yet many players shoot flat shots. This also can be traced back to an initial lack of strength. Unfortunately, many players develop the habit of shooting the ball out and not up. Use these drills to fix your arc and give yourself more margin for error when shooting.
As you could do is you could have the person be ready to shoot it and they come up to shoot it and have them stop. See where they're at. And then you can position it, drop it down right in front of their forehead, right in that, the shooting eye area, and now they go ahead and shoot it, right? So you can make sure, again, take it up, stop, bring it back down. They can touch that right in that area to see where it's at and shoot it. The other thing I like to do it too at times is I'll have people they'll come up and they'll shoot it. They'll come up and shoot it, and then I'll have my hand, what I'll do is I'll place my hand up in here. So when they come up, they can't go past that point. So they're bringing it up, I got my hand here, stopping, they gotta go up. So again, it takes them from bringing the ball back further because they can't, because I got my hand there, it's like set up like a wall. So they get conditioned again, I'm bringing it here, I'm bringing it here, I'm going this point, and then I'm going to my release. right? So I think, like I said, those are some tips that you can work on. It's very important, again, to get your release consistent and get the right arc on it. So once you do that, I'm telling you, you got a nice arc. Now it gets like above that rim and it's landing like down on the rim and it's soft, and you got that backspin and it bounces, it deadens, and you get a couple extra bounces to go in the rim, and you get that shooter's touch, or what they call it.
Many shooters release the ball too late. This occurs when you release the ball at the peak of your jump or even on the way down. This takes away power, reduces arc, and slows down your shot. You want to release the ball on your way up as you jump. Check out this drill if you have this issue.
Then what I'm doing is working with it, I'm just focusing on, again, I'm going tuck, set to go, and I'm really focused on, again, releasing that basketball as I'm jumping, going up, and I'm focusing on not at the peak and coming down. I'm being aware of it. If I do it, I change it, I adjust it. And as a coach, what I would do if it was a player doing it, I might just give them reminders. Just be like, hey, remember, Michael, hey, again, you're gonna shoot as you jump, not on the way down. Hey, not shooting it on the peak, all right? So you kind of help them, give them reminders so they know. So then as they're shooting it, they realize what they need to do, and they start having success with it. Once they have success, they understand, hey, this makes sense, and they start to make those changes needed to help them have more success.
Some players slingshot the ball. This happens because the ball starts too far from their body. As they lift the ball, it comes up at an angle that brings it over and behind their head. This leads to a flat shot. Here's a drill to fix that problem.
The thing we're going to talk about here is the tuck through set to go shooting progression. And there's one thing that occurs sometimes, especially when you have a shooter who's been more prone to catapult or sling the ball, is that when you start here in this tuck position, right here, elbow back, when you start going up through, you want to look like this, compacting up and through your shot. Instead, what will tend to happen is some of them will be back here, and then when they hit, the ball comes outwards first, then back, and then up. So for some reason, they have a habit of pushing the ball out, then slinging it back. So what you can do here is you just want to make sure that this motion is really compact. So I got my elbow back right here. It's really compact right there, up from this tuck position to the set position, all the way through the foul field. And one other thing that will tend to happen, or one other thing you can do to fix that, is if you're with a shooter, you can go ahead and just put your hand in front of them. You can just get them right here in this position, and just put your hand right here so they can't bring the ball out through their shooting motion. They'll actually feel it. You don't even have to correct them. So you get right here, and they have to do the shooting motion in order to get it right. Now, if you can combine those things and start having them do this the right way, you'll also notice that the shot path, when you're shooting, it'll go up and out, which will result in a higher release point, a quicker shot, a more fluid shot, and more made shots.
Your shot should have backspin. Unfortunately, a lot of players shoot a knuckleball or with side spin. Even worse, many players have no awareness of the type of spin they put on the ball. Poor spin leads to bad bounces, meaning shots that hit the rim are less likely to go in. This drill makes you more aware of your backspin and allows you to lock in on that aspect of your shot.
The next drill I'll kind of get into with them is we're going to have them now laying down on the floor. So they're going to lay down on the floor. They're going to have a basketball with them. And let's face this way, William. Face this way. So I'm going to take William's basketball. I'm going to lay down to start out. What I want them to do is we're going to work on this, is just working on really release. We're really working on them locking their elbow, snapping their wrist, finishing good release. I want good backspin on the ball. Backspin, as you have that backspin hits the rim, it's going to deaden. It makes that soft touch they talk about in shooting. So we're going to start out, we're going to have it in our lead hand, strong hand. They're going to have their elbow, their forearm on the ground right to the side, wrist cocked back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up. I'm going to tell them we're going to extend. So we're extending up. We're going to lock our elbow, snap our wrist. So extend, I'll say extend, and we're going to lock, snap. So extend, lock, snap. And I want the ball to go up as it can in a straight line as much as possible. I want them to shoot it high, and I want to get them to snap that wrist over. Think about index finger through the rim. And we're going to do that with one hand starting out. So go ahead, and I'll go ahead on your own. I'll walk around, and I'll be kind of helping them. And if I was in practice, Go ahead. Push, lock, snap. Good. Good. So have it. And you could also have it if they're younger kids, you might have them partner up, go ahead and shoot it, and I might get the basketball for them and bring it back to them, because some kids will kind of jerk their hand back because the ball won't go high enough, and it might be close to hitting them in the head, so you can do that as well. So I kind of go through, kind of help them out, really push, lock, snap, and shoot it up, try to get it going a straight line. So we'll stop there. Then what I'll do is I'll say, hey, we're gonna put our offhand on the ball. We're gonna put our offhand on the ball and doing this, okay? So now, still shooting with the same hand, but offhand. So as he goes here, William goes, what I'm gonna do is he's gonna do the same thing. Now our offhand is on the ball, and our offhand, if you had it, offhand is here on the side, right? Balancing the ball, got 4 fingers facing the ceiling, and I'm forming a T with my thumbs. Right here is what you're doing. And as we go through, we push through our strong hand through our offhand. Make sure when kids are getting their offhand, they're not pulling their hand off, where it gets them to torque their body, gets them to miss right and left. Great shooters are straight on. And also too, make sure they're not wrapping their finger, pinky finger around in this position right here as well, getting in the front of the ball. So you're gonna do that. They're gonna now add their offhand. Add your offhand, go ahead, same thing. Go ahead, push, lock, snap. Lock, snap, straight up and finish, good. Good, get back to rotation, stop there. All right, stop. Now, you could add stuff, let me say it, William. You could add stuff to them to talk about like doing at home. They could eventually, as you get older, they could take their arm off where it's off the floor, bring it back kind of closer to the shooting eye right here, and now they're taking it again, they're push, lock, snap, putting that offhand on it where they're working on shooting to themselves and doing that. So it's a good drill to work on the rotation on the basketball, working on a good finish. Finishing is such key in being a good shooter in basketball.
We hope you enjoyed this form shooting video. If you want instant access to a free printable PDF with 22 pages of shooting workouts for proper mechanics, complete with diagrams, descriptions, and tracking sheets, make sure to click the link in the description. Again, if you incorporate these drills into your shooting workouts, you will improve your form and be a threat from anywhere on the court. Make sure to click and subscribe and then click the bell button so you're the first to know when we release more new videos. Thanks for watching.